Good evening and welcome back. Most businesses don't fail because they run out of opportunities. They fail because they run out of systems and structure. At first, chaos feels like progress, more clients, more messages, and more decisions to take. It makes you feel like things are finally moving. But movement is not the same as stability. And when you grow without systems and structure, you move towards fragility and not success. Part 1. Chaos feels like growth. In the early stages of building anything, chaos almost feels like it's necessary. You are doing everything by yourself, talking to clients, reviewing designs, sending invoices, and fixing mistakes. And when things are moving so quickly, it feels like momentum. But chaos has a hidden cost to it. When everything depends on you, the business is not actually growing. It's simply expanding your workload. More clients mean more pressure, more projects mean more confusion. And eventually you realize something that is strange, that you are busier than ever, but the business, it's even harder to run. Part 2. The founder trap. Now this is where I got stuck for a very long time. I believed that the solution to chaos was working harder, like reply faster, hire faster, move faster. But speed without structure only multiplies chaos. New team members don't fix the problem, they amplify it. Because if systems are not structured or they are unclear, every new person that comes in creates more questions. And you think more questions are great, right? But more questions mean more meetings, more clarifications, and more dependencies on the founder. And slowly you become the operating system of the business again, meaning every process runs through you, and at this stage, the business can grow, but it can never scale. Part 3. Systems create freedom. Now, real businesses are not solely built on effort, they are built on systems. A system is a simple decision that no longer needs to be made again. For example, how does a client request work? Is there a set format for it or just a casual WhatsApp message? Where are the files stored? Everywhere or someplace defined? Who approves the work? Always you or somebody who's assigned to do it. And what happens if something goes wrong? Is there a system in place to fix that, or people just get panicked? If these answers lie only in your head, then the business is fragile. But when these answers exist in systems, the business becomes predictable, and that creates something very powerful. Calm. Not panic, not chaos, plain and simple calm. Because the business no longer depends on constant firefighting. It runs because there are systems that exist and that are in place. Part 4. Designing systems. Designing systems is not complicated, but it requires a different mindset. Instead of asking, how do I solve this problem? You start asking that, how do we make sure that this problem never appears again? A simple answer to it would be creating a process for everything, document it, and then define how work flows through them. Over time, you will realize that decisions are becoming easier, quality is improving, and you're focusing on what truly matters. That is, designing the machine. Part 5. The quiet advantage. The most successful companies rarely look dramatic from the inside. They look super boring. There's a process for everything, expectations are clear, and work flows quietly. But this quiet structure creates an enormous advantage. That is, when chaos appears, and it always does, systems absorb the pressure. Without systems, the pressure breaks businesses. But with systems in place, it becomes manageable. Here are 3 experiments to try. Experiment number 1, the repeat problems log. For the next 7 days, write down every problem that appears more than once. If the same issue happens twice, it is no longer a random issue, it is a missing system. Experiment number 2, the founder dependency test. Pick one recurring workflow in your business: client onboarding, content approval, invoicing, or anything else that you think needs you. Then ask, if I disappear for 7 days, can this still happen properly? If the answer is no, the business is still running on memory, not systems. Experiment number 3, the 10-minute SOP rule. Take one messy recurring task and create a simple SOP for it in 10 minutes. Not a perfect document, just the steps, owner, approval point, and the final output. Do this once every week for a month, and you will start feeling lighter. Part 6, the final idea. Growth does not come from doing more work. It comes from designing better systems. If your business depends on constant urgency, constant decisions, and constant involvement from you, then you're not scaling a company, you are scaling chaos. And the real shift happens when you stop chasing growth and start building structure and systems. In the next video, I want to talk about something related. Why most founders spend years solving the wrong problems. Not because they lack intelligence, but because they misunderstand where leverage actually comes from. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Good night.